A word for morning prayer. For thy kingdom come on Thursday the 28th of May. Freedom. When Jesus and his disciples came to the Golden Heights on the other side of the Galilee in Luke chapter 8, they were met by a man with issues. People had tried to restrain him under guard, but his spiritual distress gave him great strength and drove him away from everyone. Whatever spiritual oppression was on the man, something in him recognised Jesus as the Son of God. When Jesus asked his name, he had thousands. His life was so dominated by darkness, he seemed to have lost his personality. I've known a few people whose whole life seemed to be dominated by a dark spiritual cloud of confusion. This man was filled with a demonic darkness, but when the light comes, darkness can only flee. The darkness had a voice, and the voice, knowing a greater power, the light of the world and Son of God had come, begged for mercy. The voices who showed no mercy to the captive now begged for it, but Jesus allowed them to pass to the nearby pigs. Though God made all creatures, humanity is made in the image of God to be creative, a community, and care for creation. To restore the dignity of this man, the demons were allowed to go to the pigs, but the swine couldn't bear them and fled into the lake. Humanity alone has the capacity to bear much evil, only because we were made to hold the truth and be vessels of the Holy Spirit. The man was driven wild by spiritual wickedness, but the same darkness drove him into the presence of Jesus. The man was restored from wild possession to a dignified disciple of Jesus, a missionary to his own people to declare what God has done. If Jesus could give freedom to such a miserable captive, how much more can he give freedom to us when we find our minds in darkness? Depression, anxiety, dark thoughts and other hidden ailments can cripple the soul, but Jesus came to set the captives free. The word from morning prayer today is freedom.